Yo. Dope. No work emails. Fuck that. What up? Oh, man. All right. So I was going through some different ideas. I wanted to sample. And I got inspired by the new Frenchmont. What's up, Tone? I got inspired by the new French Montana single where they took the a old what's good hit play where they took the old Organized Confusion sample. I was like, yo, like hip hop, especially like 90s hip hop, the arrangements where pretty much every song either started with like the drums and the music, or just what up, Mike, or just the music for like 4 bars. And I was thinking like, yo, there's probably so many hip hop songs out there that you could still, like 90s hip hop songs you could flip, bro. So I downloaded some like some classic ones, and I think I'm gonna fuck with this guy right here. What's good, JD? Yeah, definitely gonna fuck with that one. I had a couple that I was gonna pick from. My dog needs to shut the fuck up. All right, so this is Soldier Mischief 93 to Infinity. I was going through Ableton, and yo, it just goes to show like when you mess with other DAWs, like the hardest thing, they're all pretty much the same, but the hardest thing is getting used to the vocabulary and the mechanics. Like in Studio One, I could just like go here, press delete, and it would cut this section out. Not so much. J. Cole made a classic to that one right there. So did Souls of Mischief. Fucking J. Cole. I kid J. Cole. So first, when you're fucking with live like this, you got to cause like it'll have like the BPM. If it doesn't detect the BPM when you drop the sample already in, it's gonna just warp to the transients, right? So I'm gonna just hit this real quick. All right, let me just play this. Find the loop. Right there. So to see this transient right here, that's where it's gonna turn around. Yeah, and you see live was already have the bend markers. That's what everybody likes about this program. Right, so right there. Now there's no, it's not like Pro Tools or Logic or Studio One where you could just like, you could take a scissor tool out and cut it. The mechanics are a little bit stranger, and it actually took me like a month to figure this out, like, because I didn't know what I was looking for in the manual, you know. So what you got to do is first I'm gonna set my loop points and just loop this and make sure I got it. Oh, Godzilla, I'm sorry, I'm just making music, bro. It don't matter what DAW you work in. Let me see. Loop. Oh, that's probably because I didn't change. Oh man, I messed up. I didn't change the screen. All right, boom. So you see, caught that perfect loop, right? So now instead of just being able to cut it, you gotta do it. It's a little weird in Ableton. So you hit freeze track, right? Then you'll see that you're just selecting this. Click on this region again and select flatten. And this is like a terminology from a visual software like GIMP or why can't I think of the name? It's the most popular software, Photoshop, you know, where you flatten an image and you pretty much all of your processing that you've done to the image. It's the same type of thing. So say I had like effects or something on here, and I wanted to get rid of it and just completely print it, or, you know, bounce it or whatever. Flatten would be your boy, right? So now when I play it, I get this. And if you're peeping it, like, there's a problem here. I've got a 14 bar loop, which is no bueno, right? So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna change my loop length to 16 bars, so I can get into my multiples of 8. Find this last warp marker here and drag this out, right? So now I'm going to be synced into the BPM. Change this warping. Let's go to complex. Yeah. Bad. All right, boom. So now one more time, because I just don't want a 16 bar. I don't want a 16 bar sample. I'm still learning this shit. Alright, so one more time. Let's hit flatten. God damn it, why did it do that? There you go. Boom. Complex Pro. Alright. Complex Pro it is. Bet. We throw the limiter on here so you guys can hear this shit, so I can hear it. Let me get this guy going. Much better. See, I got the I ripped this sample and I made sure that I got somebody who recorded it from vinyl. That way it's still like, even though we're sampling hip hop, that way it's still got that same vibe of like actually, you know, sampling an older record. You get that dust. But I'm gonna hit it. Let me see, I'm gonna hit it with the fork. Hit it with the fork. I'm gonna get plugins. Audio effects. Hit this EQ8 real quick. Yeah. I get them from most of the samples that I use. I buy sample packs from. I have a subscription to Splice. I have a subscription to Noise, which I'm probably going to cancel until they get more stuff. I don't like to sample a lot of copyrighted stuff anymore because it fucks up your placements. It sucks when you play something with somebody and they're like, oh no, I don't do samples, bro. I don't got that in the budget, you know, because it's not our job. Like when you work with real people, like it's they know it's their responsibility to clear the sample, and they don't want to waste their time making the song that they can't put out. Yeah, not definitely worth the price, bro. For $7.99 to have that type of access, especially like man, like I know like, I mean, they have good more traditional type of hip hop samples. I know everybody's into, you know, or a lot of folks are into, you know, that type, you know, sampling soul or stuff like that, but you can really get into a different vibe because they cater a lot to EDM. Like a lot of EDM producers are like loop heavy, bro. Like super duper loop heavy with no shame. And you know, sometimes taking those loops, especially like the Capson Audio stuff, and chopping it up the way that what's up, Shiamo? Chopping them up the way you would you know, a traditional sample, you can still get into that vibe and wind up making something just crazy new and creative. All right. Did you right click on all the stock plugins and turn on the high quality yet? Yo, fuck you mean, bro? It's like, hold up. So wait. What are you telling me right now? So, do I have to do it individually, or I could do it? Show preset name. Yeah, no, Cashmere. Yeah, Cashmere has, like the level of his samples are excellent. Just the recording, the processing, that like, and just the style of his samples too, with like that Eastern influence. I like a lot of his horn one shots and things like that. Okay, oversampling. Yo, thanks, Hit Play. Appreciate that, bro. Let's see if I'm gonna transpose this. Yeah, A flat. You're not gonna work. You are not gonna work. Let's see here. See what happens if I take you down 3. Craftmaster 954 at Gmail. I got your email, Alien. I was at work all day when you hit me. I'm gonna hit you back. I seen you. I got your record too. I just didn't wanna play it on my fucking phone and not be able to digest it. I was down in Miami all weekend on some party shit, bro. I had my engagement party this weekend, bro. So I didn't do any work whatsoever. You know, I'm just getting in the studio back now. All right, so the first thing we got to do is we got to get rid of these lows, because we're about to, you know what I'm gonna do. You guys already know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put disgusting 808s on this. Yeah, I got it, bro. You save it on the default file. Thank you, Mr. D-Dodds. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love, man. We had a fantastic time with friends and family. We was out in the W in Fort Lauderdale, just doing all types of fucking ratchet shit. My girl's friends are fucking crazy, bro, and my friends are crazy. So that shit wound up crazy. Legato. Bro, if you guys haven't watched me before and seen me go through this, bro, like my favorite shit right now is these Cymatics 808s from the Titan pack. This is just so easy, the way that they've got them labeled with the root note. Maybe tone, but personally, when I create, because all my music is 808 driven, especially when I know that I'm going to that I'm going to that I'm going to be doing an 808 track. I know that I have 808s from like in D, E, F, and F sharp. You know, those are the keys that I compose in, because I know that's where my 808s sound best. And so if I get a sample and that shit's an A flat, B, or C, like I'm automatically transposing it, just because I got to get the bass right. Yeah, dude. I mean, people sleep, bro, but like the EDM samples, is especially their subs. Like if y'all ever, like if you like you go to a Kanye show, like I go to concerts. You go to a Kanye show, or you go to or you go to a Jeezy show, you know, or you go to a Drake show or Future show, and you listen and you listen to the bass, and it's amazing. But dude, you go to a fucking festival and you hear like GTA playing, you know what I mean, or Diplo or something, and you hear that in person. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get my bass like that, dude. And Cymatics is good for that. They also have really great hi-hat samples too. Like I don't use them a lot because their stuff is a lot really up in the high octave. But when I gotta make something that I know is gonna be like a more brighter sound, like their hi-hat samples are crazy, bro. Yeah, yes sir. Give me disgusting. Yeah, like they're I mean, if you got a good sampler, like you guys that are using Serato sample now, or you know, if you're comfortable using Contact, you know, because I know a lot of you guys know me from Studio One. You know, if you got a good sampler that can pitch, you know, at live, their one shots are amazing. Like I've gotten into using a lot of one shots. You and that damn OTT, bro. Like I'm gonna have to find out like why OTT is different from, you know, any other multi-band compressor out there, because everybody is so nuts about OTT. I need to find out what the hype is, because I'm sure there's something to it. Like I don't not believe you guys. OTT is God. Slim says it. Well, then it's church tabernacle. What up, Slim? God damn, that sounds weird as fuck, bro. What are you doing to me, Hornet? You lying to me? What preset? It's a preset inside of OTT. There. What is this GOAT preset? Y'all are hiding from me. I share so much, and we speaking in riddles now. Fuckers. See what happens when we drop this to C. I feel like this wants to be in C. And what do I put this on? Put it on the sample at 27%. All right. What up, movie kid? All right, so this is officially the hit play takeover of Studio One Tutorials and Craftmaster Productions. You were in the driver's seat, brother. Oh, it's about to be loud. All right, let me turn that volume down. %, he said. No, I don't have any videos on Studio One always crashing, bro. You just gotta send your support ticket into the website and get them to start you up a ticket. What is this? Oh, the 3 bars. Oh God, what's that doing? What the fuck is that doing? Oh my God, hold on, wait. Now y'all got me experimenting. Ah. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's nice. upwards and downwards compression? Is it like it's so it's a multi-band compressor and expander? Yo, yeah, thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Slim and Hit Play. You just changed my life. You just changed my life. This is too low though. Yeah, so yeah, simple ones are always the best though, man. Like I hate complicated plugins, dude. All right, what the fuck am I doing with my life? All right, I need to figure out this transpose shit. We need to get this sounding right. Keep my bass right. Oh God. Oh God. A lot of people are going to Ableton. A lot of people are using Ableton. I don't know if a lot of people are switching to Ableton. Like I know like Slim has the same take on it. You know, he's using it, but he's not abandoning his old DAWs. All right, let me see if I could get F minor to sound right. I actually like that too. Slim, get you a push, boy. This shit's dope. Oh, there's my bass. There they are. Yo, people aren't switching, Danny. They're not switching. They're using it. They're using it. I like anybody who's ever mixed in a program that isn't Ableton, they're never gonna switch DAWs. Because if you've ever mixed in a program like Studio One or something, man, Slim, you were way richer than me, bro. You get out of here with this, bro. You were like the most ballingest player on YouTube right now, bro. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Shit, what am I doing? Let's see here. First, second, no, sorry. Second, third, fourth, fifth. All right. Oh, I think I'm gonna go like boom, and then bring it back down to F right here, right? Do a little glidola. What up, Elvis? Elvis is in the building. Slim, I just went to, dude, I went to Guitar Center. Fucking dropped a credit card and got this in the push. I think for 12, and they put me on 24-month financing, bro. So it's just like $50 a month auto pay. You know, I had like something else. I think I was like paying my surround sound off, and I paid that shit off, and I got used to not having that $50 in the bank account. I was like, shit, time to get a toy. But Danny, that's actually why I got That's why I got Ableton, because I had some money free up on my budget, and I made an impulse buy, and it wound up working out. No, that's actually not true. Ableton actually crashes on me every day. Every day Ableton crashes on me, and it doesn't crash on me while I'm working, but for some reason, like if I was to go, I'm not gonna I used to have Camel Crusher. I never re-downloaded it. I fuck with Decapitator because I paid $500 for that shit, and I'm not using another distortion plugin but that. It's real. But as a matter of fact, let me save. Yeah, about the crash, and dude, like I if I was to go and select like go to a recent project or go to a or go to a or go to a new project or go to a recent project, Ableton would crash. Like I can't, like in order to open up a new project, I have to shut down Ableton and bring it back up, and it's weird because I send the crash reports to them and I've never gotten an email back. 93 till trap. Let me get this 808 slide in. Yeah, delete them. But I used to have like back when I used to excuse me, bro. Like back when I used to use Logic, I had I used to fuck with the camel shit a lot. Like I had Camel Crusher and I had Camel Space, a little trance gate, you know, back when in order to make a dope beat, every fucking lead had to have a trance gate. Like when was that? That's like when Fabulous album dropped, the Loso's Way. Like you had to have a gated lead in your songs to be dope. You hear that? Yeah, yo, Slim, you remember the trans gates? Like you weren't shit. You weren't shit unless you did this, bro. Let me see. I just want to do it. Like if you did where is he at? Oh man, this is so good. This is so good. Hold on. Let's go fuck around with you guys real quick. Is it a Serum 808 bass? It makes sense. It's from Cymatics. That's I know that's what they're using. All right. So back in from 07 to 2010, if you wanted to sell beats on SoundClick, all you had to do was this. And and put a fucking gliding 808 underneath it, and then maybe and then maybe a horn sample, like a bwomp bwomp on the downbeats. And you could do numbers on fucking SoundClick, boy. Yo, that was the vibe, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god, those were the fucking times. Let me turn this corny shit off. That, bro, and that's why everybody had to have Nexus, was for the fucking Transgate. That's what started the make Transgates great again. Yo, Slim, we should have a Transgate battle, bro. Yeah, dude, that was if you had that transgate, if you had that, like, that's why everybody hacked Nexus, was because they wanted the transgate. The transgate destroyed hip hop production. Fixed length. I think I'm gonna need 8. Why hit play? You think I should match it with the grittiness of the sample? That's what you're hearing? Yeah, I could transgate the piano, but I'm not gonna do that, bro. I'm not gonna do that. Yo. I might. Yo, the more I use the piano roll in here, Slim, the more I don't hate it. It's just y'all FL Studio people, like, y'all fucking are so obsessed with the goddamn cheat codes in the fucking in FL. It's like, no, what am I gonna do if I can't strum? Then people won't think that I could play piano. Thank you, Rob. But I didn't need to. Got the best cheat codes, bruh. I'll give you that. Definitely got the best cheat codes. I mean helpers. I mean cheat codes. Helpers. Cheat codes. Oh man, Slim, wasn't that so difficult to chop up my notes, bro? Like, that was, man, like, totally hitting Control U and then selecting the time. That's faster, right? That's faster. No, yes, yeah. Studio One got him too, bro. But you can't tell that to your fans, bro. Like, according to them, there's nothing like it. Studio One has a dope piano roll. The thing is, like, you gotta learn the vocabulary of your DAW, bro. Like, otherwise you won't know where to look for things. No, I mean, you could strum in any DAW. It's just there's no function that'll do it for you in anything but FL Studio. FL Studio is the only DAW that I know of that will strum the notes. I know Logic used to. In Logic 9 used to. It's the same thing. Instead of hitting the notes at the same time, it'll, you know, one after the other. Fabrice Monluis calling me out. Speak on it, Fabrice. Live does do it. Yo, put us on right now. Show me how to strum, please, so I can shut Slim up. No, yeah, Slim, we know, bro. We just trolling you, bro. You know how it is. No, not arpeggio. Not arpeggio. Kind of like arpeggio, but not within like eighth notes or quarter notes. Like within 64 note. You know what I mean? Instead of playing a you know, instead of this. Yeah, for real, Slim. Yeah, Auto Theory is a VST too. Alright, hit play was like, yo, you got too many highs in that Nexus piano. And you're right. But I'm not gonna filter it. I'm gonna go to my Bay. Where you at? Hey, big head. Yo, oh, fucking up. What if you just highlighted all the middle notes in the piano roll and then bumped them a little bit to the right, and highlighted all the top notes in the piano roll and bumped them a little bit to the right? I feel like that'd be much faster. I feel like everything doesn't need, you know, a plugin that'll do it for you. What up, boy? What is it, a YouTube link? Send it to Craftmaster954@gmail.com so I can play with it. Devin, I'm gonna give you, and I'm not I like when I say this, I think people take me the wrong way because I don't think anybody believes it's this simple. I get my drums to sound so clean because I make them the loudest part of the track. You know what I mean? That's it. Like I have like in my template, I make sure that my kick is the loudest part of the track, and that all of my instruments are like turn the volume down to sound lower than that. And that's it, bro. That's it. If you start out, if you start out making beats and you put everything in the track at the same volume, and you're trying to make your drum sound louder, you fuck up. What you got to do is that's why I have a band bus and a drum bus, because if I ever want the drums to knock more, I just turn the shit down. You know what I'm saying? Like if I want my drums to hit, and then when I start losing the drums, I pull that shit back down, and that's how you keep drums loud. Like all that weird shit that people do, like talk about like you gotta like parallel compress your drums and put holy water on them and shit like that. It's all to achieve a volume balance. If you just do that in the beginning, you don't have to do all that weird shit. Do you know how to route each sample in the drum rack to its own channel in the mixer? I just hit this and I do this, but I don't want like for example, like I have all these snares. Like I don't want them to have all have their own mixer track, because yeah, but when I'm bouncing for track outs, honestly I've been avoiding bouncing for track outs. I'm actually dreading that. What I was gonna do with hit play was what I was thinking about doing is when I got a request for a track out on one of these, I was going to go into the drum rack, and the samples that I don't use, I was just gonna delete them and then just use the bounce all or the expose all channels. Is there an easier way I could do that? Peace, Slim. Until I arrange this beat. Hey now. That's a good idea. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck with that. Shit over. Yeah, that's a good idea too for like rob for something that like if you're chopping up a different sample. Like for your sample track. The thing that I'm terrified about is like this kick drum rack where I've got like 27 sounds and I only want to bounce the one kick. Let me see. What can I do with this? What can I do with this? Just delete these guys. Right here. Yeah. Come on. Give me this. Yeah, we're gonna do it here too. Beautiful. Think for this part of the verse, I'm gonna take the chords out, but I'm gonna leave them little leading tones in. Yeah, bro, I can't fuck with FL, dude. Like, I don't know how. I think that if you if you if it's your first DAW that you use, and you come to terms with that vocabulary, then it's easy. It makes sense to you. But if you come from using another DAW, or if you come from using hardware and then you try to use FL, like the way that it fucking babyfies the language, it's not intuitive at all. Yeah, definitely, kid, definitely. That's why, like, the thing I like about Studio One is it's a very mix centric DAW. So I create and I gain stage, you know, while I'm like pretty much mixing as I make the track. Like with live, it's more about creating patterns and coming up with cool arrangements, chopping samples. The arrangement, I'll put that down. That's it right there. That's the verse in the 16s. What y'all talking about? Yeah, coming from Pro Tools, absolutely. Yeah, any EDM tutorials I've been thinking about doing? Not really, bro. Like I got the hybrid trap tutorial on the site. Like I was but I don't really make a lot of EDM, bro. Like it's just like, it's crazy, bro, cause like to me EDM, like the sound, like maybe it's corny or whatever, but since I actually like respect like the musical genre, like just like capability, like I feel like Fugazi producing EDM, because a lot of times, like in order for me to make it sound the level that I want it to sound like, I got to use like a bunch of loops, and that's like cool for a lot of people, like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna use loops. But then I feel like flaw as fuck, because like I want to, you know, like get in Serum, you know, and get in FM8 and get in Massive and like design my own shit, and then I wind up, you know, spending so much time on sound design. Like I don't like to spend, you know, 3 days making a track. And I feel like that's what you got to do to make dope EDM, bro. You might spend a week on that thing. So let me see. Let me record this arrangement. Yeah, bro, I believe you, dude. Like I was gonna, like a while ago, I was gonna drop a tape called Purple Savannah, and just like EDM trap, but like my style, where it's just like I feel like the festival vibe is like all like drugs, getting fucked up. Like I wanted to make like a really like a really gangster one, like with a whole bunch of Rick Ross samples, and just like you know, like more like bring more of a traditional trap content to the hybridized EDM genre. And bro, I started on it. I made one. It was dope. Like it was really good. I was really proud of it. I thought it was nice. It was nasty, and that shit took so long, bro. That shit took so long. Like I got caught up. I needed to start working on another project for like actual money, and then I never got back to it. Like I started working on this one with the Kendrick acapella with the "All My Life I Want Money" and "Pow Pow." It was dope. I had gotten like the riser all the way up into the drop done. I got that first drop done, and I haven't been back to it yet. Go ahead and steal that sample and make something out of it. Make us proud. Yeah, a lot of people like the dual pan knobs. Oops. Where's my... Making beats to support yourself, that is brave, bro. Keep that hustle going though. Oops. Don't you fuck me. Oh, that's what's up, bro. You killing it. You were fucking killing it, dude. What's up, bro? Need a little as little as possible, truth only, because I like to keep shit simple. I've noticed that the more melodies you stack on top of some shit, the more you'll impress your producer friends and the less beats you'll sell. Yeah, it all depends on what type of beat you're making too, true. Hit has a point. You got to do it. You got to kind of fill things out per the octaves, you know. And sometimes, like sometimes I'll leave the high end of a beat like just completely untouched if I'm going for like a more like moody type of thing, you know. Especially if it's like an R&B beat or something, you kind of leave space for the singer. You know, you just got to it's like this. If you look at if you look at the piano roll, right, you got to have lifting weights is definitely important for life. You probably want something in the C4 octave, you want something in the C3 octave. And that can be like you can have a piano. Shit. Like you can have a piano. Don't know why you won't play. Like you could have a piano playing in this octave, and say you just want to make a piano beat, you could just stack your chords. All right, and then boom, you have those two octaves taken care of, and then C2, that's going to be your bass. So in order to get something to sound full, like from C2 up through C5, as long as you have some stuff in there, you'll sound full. If you have a beat where all you have is shit in C5 and then an 808 going in C2, you're gonna sound a little empty and thin. Like truth, you want to look at a good technique is to take a on your master channel or something, take a good parametric EQ or a frequency meter or something, and you could go something that has something that has a something where you can see the spectrum. And just you kind of just want to see this diagonal line go down like this through the spectrum. See, like as I'm looking at my beat right now, like it's basically, you want it like a diagonal slope all the way down into where your highs sit, and then if you see a dip, like see I have this dip in the upper mids. You see like right here from like about, you know, 2K up until 10K, I don't really have anything going on. This beat could, if I wanted to, I could make it sound fuller. The effect that I'm going for here is a more lo-fi, old school 90s vibe, and this frequency right here, this would be taken up by a voice. But if I had an instrument playing in this octave throughout the whole time, this beat would sound more full, and it would have that that like hit record vibe, you know, like it would be, thanks KP, it would be something that people would be like, oh, you know, that's a hit. That hit sound is just when you filled up the frequency spectrum in that diagonal slope. Does that make sense? But see, because I don't have that frequency in there, it gives you more room for the snare. And then, you know, in like 90s hip hop records, which is the vibe, like I'm trying to make a trap 90s hip hop record. That's my goal with this beat. So in a 90s record, the loudest sound was the snare. Like everything revolved around that snare and the relationship between the snare and the rapper's voice. So when you take a lot of these upper mids out, and you leave room for that snare, it gives you more of that authentic hip hop vibe. Now that's why like in modern day like trap productions and stuff like that, the snares sound a lot thinner and a lot more papery, because we have, you know, we've got these leads and we've got these bells and shit like that taking up this part of the frequency spectrum. So you don't have, because you could only have so much amplitude in that frequency spectrum, so you have to kind of prioritize, like, oh, okay, if I got all these bells and shit, if I got these saw leads, you know, and I want to hear these in the beat, something has to lack. And then that's where these snares, you know, started to lack and started to sound more papery and more thin, because you just didn't have the room here to play with. But that's yeah, man. Yeah, Cena, I'm glad somebody asked that question, because I don't talk about that a lot, and I don't talk about it enough, but that's really the theory behind it. There we go. Vintage compressors. I have the you know, I have the slate everything bundle, and that's as far as I go for, like, you know, the vintage sound. I don't get really caught up on the vintage sound. Nah, bro, I'm not, dude. If you don't want me to talk about, if you don't want me to put it up, Alien, hit me up. I won't upload it anywhere. We can talk about it. Hey, thanks for the info today, bro. Oh, he said put the OTT on the master. Y'all crazy. Yeah, my girl's calling me. What she want to talk about? Probably nothing important. Hey, babe, what do you want for dinner? Yeah, Daniel, I normally track out all of my it's actually part of my workflow, and I think it should be part of everybody's workflow. If you're going to be serious about selling beats, is you need to get into a workflow of tracking out all your beats. I just haven't done it with my Ableton tracks yet because I haven't figured out an efficient way to do it. Some of the guys in the chat have been trying to help me out with that, and I appreciate them. I haven't started doing Ableton mixing tutorials yet, but it's on deck. Truth. Tape distortion. Do I think it's good for hip hop beats? I think tape distortion is good for any beat. The thing is, bro, like with that with all that vintage shit, dude, like I feel that it can be overstated. I'll tell you why in a second. I feel like the whole vintage thing, like I personally like, and I used to make, I started making beats on hardware, so I understand, you know, I understand the sound and everything. Like I know about an MPC 4000 and overdriving, overdriving the outputs and pretty much getting the same, the same texture as the SSL board and stuff like that. And, being able to hear that stuff. But I think like the whole, oh man, my girl's trying to get me some dinner. Hold up, I'm gonna call her back.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey.
Hey.
Did you want something? I'm about to leave.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, babe, I gotta go do drive through again, but that's okay.
Oh, my bad, dude. I was on the screams on the YouTubes. I want un tropi shop with no rice, just chicken and beans.
Do you want lettuce, corn, tomatoes?
Nah, just chicken and beans, bro. Keep that shit mad keto.
Okay. You don't want lettuce even?
Nah.
Okay.
All right, babe. I appreciate you. I love you.
You want a big one, right? Because we're selling them.
No, yeah. Get the big one.
Okay, babe, I got you.
All right, bye. Yeah. All right. Let's see what I got. Church. Oh yeah. Put a little human touch into it. You got put something human played in your beats, especially if they're VST beats, bro, and sample beats. Let's try it out, Tom. If you're still around, let's try some tape distortion. Let's see if it let's see if we if it makes tremendo difference or not. We'll put it on before the limiter, right? And where are we going? All right, so let's see. Audio, the plugins. We're going to Slate FXG. What is the name? What is the name of the Slate tape? Ableton's got my plugin folders all banged up. Virtual tape machines, VTM. That's right. Oh God, where you at? I don't have. All right, what about Slate? Yeah, Kramer tape is dope. Shit takes up a lot of CPU though. Man, I could find that shit in Studio One so easy. Alien, what's the Slate tape machine called? Where is it? I might have a VST3 version of that installed, and that's why it's not coming up. I didn't switch to Ableton. I use Ableton VTM. That's what I thought. Yeah, for some reason all of my Slate plugins don't show up in here. Yes, yeah. Steven Slate puts it on all of his stuff at the end because he's, you know, he came up mixing mixing in the analog world, and he does a lot of instrument type of things, which I feel like if you're fucking with instruments and things like that, I like Ableton for making tracks and ideas, and I like Studio One for doing full arrangements and mixing. Yeah, no, it's I know, but it's not here. I'm pretty sure I have the VST3 version of it installed, and not all of them. But like, still, Slate has some other shit like that you can get that similar type of funk out of. This is actually, Tom, this is actually something that I really like. That's like that. It's like the same type of, like, you know, Mojo, you know, analog signal type of plugin. If my computer stops having a heart attack and loads it. Yeah, man. I love making beats inside Studio One. There was, you know, it's just that that's what's, yeah, no problem, bro. I love Studio One. It's just for like making beats inside Studio One, I'm still fast as fuck. But like for sampling and just doing like simple production, and just like the workflow I have in Ableton is so dope right now. Like that level of saturation is that's a pretty cool sound. Gives you this console option. Like that added a little that added a little bit of nuts, bro. I do like that. Yeah, you're right, Tom, for sure. Is Ableton good for recording and editing vocals? I don't know. I've never recorded I've never recorded vocals in this DAW, and I don't think I would, just because Studio One doesn't leave me feeling like I want to do something different, you know. It gives me like as far as recording vocals, like it's mad easy in Studio One. I like Ableton because I was using Ableton wasn't a switch for me from Studio One. It was a switch for me from Machine, you know what I mean? I was using Machine for its sampler, for its pads, for the hardware. I like using hardware. But Ableton just completely kills Machine because it's a real DAW and the controller is integrated to to No, I don't. I don't. It sounds like a lot of work. You know another one I'm thinking about messing with. I want to take the DMX, the ding 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 ding. Did that take? What happened? Oh, there it is. Yeah, dude, totally. For creating songs, Ableton with the push. Yo, the thing that I don't get, like, I love PreSonus. I think it's because their VSTs aren't there yet. Yeah, Tom, what they really want. I think it's because their VSTs aren't really there yet, because they have the pitch shift algorithm. Their time stretch is, I think, is just as good as Complex Pro. Like, their tone time stretch, like, it is dope. But if they could integrate it into a sampler, and then create a production centric controller, because that's what they do. They make these amazing mixers, but they're like, their business model is focused on, like, it's focused right now on churches, touring rigs, and studios. You know, they're not really too much focused on the electronic and computer musician yet, even though it's an amazing program for making beats. But you could tell by all of their updates, like, they're focused on mixers. They're focused on that Pro Tools sound and shit like that. But, like, watch, I was telling you before about Studio One crash, or Ableton crashing. If I go to create new live set, yeah, let's save this. See, it'll be like I'm loading up the template set, and I don't know what it is, because my template opens up, you know, from the program fine, but from going to set, it does not work. Yeah, see, and this happens every time. So it's not just Studio One with the annoying crashing problems, but I'm just glad it doesn't crash while I'm creating. Ding 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 ding. I keep on checking my phone because I know Pat Riley's out there trying to snatch up Kyrie. Nah, I don't, Avine. I do not agree, bro. I feel like they added some fucking cheesy things that fucking lazy people in the forum were begging for. Like, ew, let's have a chord tool, let's have an arpeggiator. But, you know, like, they don't have any banging presets for the chord tool. They don't have any banging presets for the arpeggiator. Like, it's like they have no one in that production group that has any cool ideas for the you know, computer music creation, other than you know, other than just like taking suggestions from the forum. I mean, I know people who have been crying about Impact because the sampler No one's going to New York, bro. No one wants to play there, and plus their front office couldn't fucking figure out a trade for anything. They can't even get rid of Melo. New York is trash, bro. I mean, if he was a free agent, you know, he might want to go to New York, bro. But you know, you got the Spurs out there. It's like the best organization in basketball. You got the Heat out there, which is like the second best front office. You know, might not have the best team. And then you got, and then you got crazy shit. Like, I don't know, if I was the Cavs, I would not trade Kyrie anywhere he wanted to go, bro. I would just try to get the most amount of players. Like, they could probably wind up, you know, catching like that Melo trade when New York traded the whole damn young team for Carmelo. But yeah, like Studio One, they don't, like, aside from like when they do a big update. Like when they do a big update and they put those features in, but other than that, they don't expand on them. Like if you cared, like if you really wanted to coax, like the quarter tool, for example, if you use a complete control, right? Ever since the complete controllers came out, they've added different chord positions to it, you know, and they keep on updating it. They could have quit it. Now they've got it to the point where you can pick. You can zero in on those chord positions so much that it's the actual inversions that a player would play, instead of just always playing in that 1-3-5 position. Like, come on, man, nobody wants to fucking make chords where everything is in the 1-3-5 position. Like, that's not what music sounds like. And all they would have to do is just have one person on the staff who actually cared about making making beats, and to give them those ideas, because the only way that they come up with that shit is from the user forum, and everybody in the user forum is an engineer with a gray beard who fucking looks down on they call us all techno, you know, whether you make hip hop or whether you make, you know, whatever genre of EDM you make, bro. Go to the Studio One forum on Facebook, bro. Go meet those guys. You know, those are all the people that the developers are plugged in with. See, listen to the tone of their conversation, and just the timbre of their exchanges, and what they think about what they think about computer musicians. You'll see. Yeah, man. Let me see, where's this at? Ding 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 ding. I think I'm gonna chop that one. Samples. Yeah, I don't think they're I don't think they're gonna do it either, bro. But that's why I preach the whole, like, bro, buy your fucking shit, dude. Because the thing is, like, the dirty little secret that nobody wants to admit is the reason why they don't go after, like, hip hop and EDM producers, is because they all hack that shit off of Pirate Bay and audios and stuff like that. So if the majority of the people who are making electronic music and the majority of people who are computer musicians just hack your software, why would you spend the development dollars catering to them when they steal it? You know what I'm saying? The people in the churches are actually buying the stuff. Where am I at? Samples. Who's my favorite producer of all time? Yeah, dude, but even, like, yeah, you feel me, bro. You know what I'm talking about. Like, even like my type, bro. Like, it's like, okay, like, boom, you made a little, you know, you made a good synth, you know. It could kind of be compared to Silence, but it's like mad CPU heavy, bro. Like, how do you have something like that that eats up so much CPU, you know what I'm saying, and doesn't sound like Diva, you know what I mean? Like Diva takes up that much, and Diva is amazing, you know. What am I doing? Where's it at? Or I could do this one too. Ding 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 ding. Dog. Meat bitches, discreet bitches, street bitches, Cocoa Puff, sweet bitches. Dude, when that song was popping, so was Nelly's shit. The Country Grammar, I'm going downtown, baby. 2 hit records on the radio talking about fucking Cocoa Puffs, bro. Such an amazing time for rap. Such a glorious time. And it's crazy, bro. Like, back then we were crying like, oh my god, hip hop is dying. They're talking about Cocoa Puffs on the radio. Can you believe it? Look how far we've come. What a time to be alive, ladies and gentlemen. What a time. My favorite producer is Dr. Dre, bro. Like, he's a real producer, you know. Dr. Dre and like Khaled, you know, even though Khaled isn't a beat maker anymore, like he's just he makes hit records happen, you know. Like when you get into getting out of the studio and working with artists, and you have an appreciation for what it takes to put records like that together, you can't do nothing but be in awe of that dude. But yo, my girl is home and my dinner's here. I'm gonna have to catch up with you guys later. Thanks for fucking with the stream. Keep it simple, don't be basic, and I'll see you on the next one.